Today we're making chicken fatteh. If you have never heard of it before, you are seriously missing out. It's a Levantine dish made with layers of white rice, tender chicken, and a creamy, garlicky, tangy sauce topped with toasted nuts. It sounds too fancy to make, but it really isn't. So let's get into it. We're going to start with the first layer, the crunchy bread. Take 2 pita bread and cut them into strips, then into small squares. I like using kitchen scissors here, it is quicker and easier. You can of course use a knife if that's what you have on hand. By the way, pita bread is very famous in the Levantine region. We use it daily instead of toast bread or baguette or any other kind of bread. Once you're done with cutting your pita bread, add about 2 tablespoons of olive oil, a pinch of salt, and black pepper. Then mix until everything is well coated. You can deep fry them for extra crunch, but I'm going for a lighter version today. I'll air fry them until they are golden, crispy, and slightly puffed. You can also bake them. Either way, you're looking for that deep golden color and a nice crunch. And that's our first layer ready. Now for the creamy dressing, this is what ties everything together. It's creamy, slightly tangy with a subtle nuttiness from the tahini. In a bowl, add 4 cups of yogurt, about 1 kilogram, 2 tablespoons of tahini, 1 clove of garlic, and about 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, 1 teaspoon of salt, and about 1/4 teaspoon black pepper. Mix until it's smooth, creamy, and fully combined. Give it a taste test. It should be balanced, slightly tangy, and not too heavy on the garlic. You can always adjust it to your preferences, but honestly, I've kept this as traditional as possible because some dishes you just really don't want to mess with. Set that aside and let's prepare our delicious tender chicken. I'm using 3 chicken breasts, 2 for the filling and 1 for the topping. Cut the filling chicken into thin strips so it cooks quickly and stays tender. For the chicken breasts that I will be using as a topping, I'll cut it slightly thicker so they stand out when serving. And this is completely optional, you can use all the chicken for the filling. All the ingredients for this recipe will be listed in the description box, so don't forget to check that out. The chicken pieces that are on the right side, these will be used as a filling, and the one on the left will be as a topping. Grab a bowl, add the chicken pieces. I like to season the filling chicken and topping chicken separately so they don't mix. For seasoning, keep it simple: 1 teaspoon salt, 1/4 teaspoon black pepper, 1/4 teaspoon turmeric, 1 teaspoon vegetable powder or chicken bouillon, and a small pinch of nutmeg. The nutmeg adds a very subtle warmth in the background. If it's not finely ground, you can sift it so it blends smoothly. Mix the chicken really well so every piece is well coated. Then cook it in a pan over high heat with some oil. No need for it to marinate. Once the oil is hot, add the chicken and spread it out in one single layer and let it sear. Just a quick note, make sure you prepare every layer separately before assembling and set it aside in a single bowl. This step really matters. If you start layering while things are still being made, the bread can turn soggy and you will lose that perfect texture contrast. When it starts to take on some color, stir it occasionally and keep cooking until the chicken is fully cooked with lightly caramelized edges and juicy center. You want it flavorful and slightly crisp on the outside, not pale or overcooked. Set that aside and move on to the next layer. Our last layer, the white rice. In a pot, add about 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Once the oil is hot, add your washed rice, and it is important that you wash your rice really well before cooking it. To that, add a teaspoon of salt. Let it cook for about 2 to 3 minutes. This helps the grains stay separate. Then add about 750 milliliters of water for 1.5 cups of rice. You want the water to just cover the rice, but still be slightly visible. Once the water starts boiling, cover and let it cook until the water is absorbed. Now uncover the pot, fluff your rice gently. You want it soft but not sticky. Now this is perfectly cooked rice. Set it aside because we're going to start assembling. If you enjoy Levantine food and you want to learn more, make sure you subscribe. And if you like this, you will definitely enjoy my Levantine moussaka. I'll link it right here. Now comes the best part, putting everything together. Start with the crunchy bread and cover the bottom completely. Save a little for the top. Then add about half of the dressing or even more. This soaks into the bread and gives you that creamy base. By the way, if you want your dressing to be lighter, you can add more yogurt. Next, the chicken filling. This is going to be delicious, like nothing you have ever tried before. Then comes the rice. Spread it gently so it stays light and fluffy, and I like to use a fork to do so. Now pour over the rest of the dressing. This is what gives you that creamy, rich layer on top. And finally, the toppings. This is what brings everything together and gives the dish its texture and freshness. Start with the golden chicken pieces that we have made earlier. Garnish with some fresh chopped parsley for a bright, herby flavor. Add some toasted almonds for a warm, nutty crunch. Followed by crispy pita pieces that give that signature bite. Finish it off with a sprinkle of sumac. It adds a light, tangy, slightly citrusy kick. It is optional, but it adds a really nice tang. If you have watched my Spanish rolls video, you already know what sumac is. I'll link the video for you. And that is it. A chicken fatteh casserole that is creamy, crispy, and packed with flavor. Every bite has a bit of everything. Soft rice, juicy chicken, crunchy bread, and that tangy garlicky sauce. It is comforting and honestly one of those dishes you will keep coming back to. If you try it, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear how it turned out for you. And if you enjoy Levantine recipes like this one, I have a whole playlist for you. Thank you for watching Meals by Mary, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.